It is a gigantic and low-res ad for Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, they've been plastered with that shit for a while now. That shit.
I see. Okay, I'm
It's
fine.
not very ethical of them.
Okay. We have Dark Souls for the kids.
For the kids.
Avast virus database has been
That's
updated.
cool, Avast virus database. I'm glad you've updated. Warms my heart. Okay. And, alright. I'm level 187, by the way. I've played 110 hours of Dark Souls.
Great.
Ridiculous.
As soon as I verify that this has gone up in the the stream,
Mm-hmm.
can start. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's do this.
Sorry, I'm gonna tweet this out.
Yeah, good idea. We've gained like 11 new followers with this stream.
Awesome.
We should just do 24-hour streams weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Or in Matthew's case, 16-hour streams.
Or in Ryan's case, 19-hour streams.
Or in my case,
Hey, I prefaced that I was going to be hours late.
Evan, why are you
Don't
losing
don't
health?
step to me then.
Sorry, what?
No, you.
Why are you losing health?
I'm poisoned.
Oh.
That's why. I also just got pizza, so.
Oh,
Okay. So you're gonna be eating and playing a video game while we're recording the podcast.
Yep. It's gonna
Great.
be the most professional podcast of all time.
The two things that we try not.
Expressly.
You
Don't
guys
want to
try not to do.
Let's do it.
Hey everybody, welcome to Error Report for the week of October the 26th. I'm Clint Prentice, joined by Evan Tognati,
Hey, hey, hey!
the Matthews situation,
What?
the Maluski situation, my bad.
Um,
Speak up, buddy.
Enunciate there, Matthew.
hi.
And, of course, Ryan, the late guy McGinley.
Yeah, that's me.
This is Error Report, and it's a podcast that we always do, so why am I explaining it?
I have a
Why
question.
the?
What?
Will we be acknowledging chat during the podcast?
Sure, why not?
Oh,
If
I
you
guess
wanna
that's
ask-
sort of a defeat in and of itself, because I acknowledged what Miles said.
It's the brief return of questions.
Yes.
It's the brief return. If you have any questions to ask us, now is the time, because it is never coming back. You,
Never ever again.
I'm never answering another question from you motherfuckers. That's right. I'm getting surly. This is a surly podcast.
So this is, hour what now?
16, 17?
Hour 16 of our Extra Life live stream, and we were recording a podcast that will go up tomorrow.
It'll go up at the time it always goes up.
Yep.
While Evan is playing Dark Souls.
I am playing Dark Souls. This was my bright idea because I wanted to play Dark Souls, but I figured it wouldn't be entertaining enough on its own to warrant a segment. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, it was a collage of that, and also like, what are we gonna do about the podcast? Should we just not have one this week? And I was like, oh
Yeah.
wait. And
Wait.
then magic happened.
And then after this, we're rolling right into FGN.
Yeah,
That's a
after
joke.
this, we're
That's
rolling
not
into episode 2 of the TV show.
Well, that technically happens, but you just lost it.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I'm also eating pizza.
Yeah, doing all the things that we don't want you to do.
Oh, fuck you.
But that's fine
I'm so
because That's perfectly all right. You've been up for 17 hours or something.
Yeah, I only got like sort of 5 hours of very restless sleep the night before, so
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
I'm okay. I'm not. I feel like I'm sort of on top of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I would like is if I can remember how to get down to fucking fight the Capra Demon.
Oh.
Don't remember.
You have to go back up on the bridge if you already beat the Taurus demon, and use the key.
I thought I did that, but okay. Never
Evan,
mind. Yeah, what?
how was your week?
Well, I'm tired.
It's that gate behind you, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I don't have the key. It doesn't open from that side.
Okay. yeah. Gotta go
I
the long way.
I've had an okay week. I've been very busy.
Oh,
Driving.
here we go.
I've driven, I believe the tally's around 250 miles the last 2 days. So I'm pretty exhausted. And then I went from that to this. And that didn't help.
Why were you driving that length of time?
My dad is in town. He does not have a car. So I have to drive him places.
I see.
As it turns out, those places are often far apart and frequent.
Hold on real quick.
Mhm.
Because I have a question to ask you.
Uh-huh.
Is this, geography with Evan Tognati?
Yeah, sure, why not? Open the fucking... Yeah, let's do it.
Alright.
Why don't I have that
God
key?
damn it, Windows Media Player.
Did you kill the Taurus demon?
The Taurus Demon is the big one on the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah. I killed fucking... I rung the bell.
Fine.
What's happening?
Sorry, I needed to reset up Windows Media Player for some reason.
Okay.
Geography with Evan Tognati?
Geography! Evan Tognati. Boom! What the fuck?
What?
I've never heard that before!
What, you don't want a bit of country twang?
I made it!
This pizza's delicious, by the way.
I made it when you asked me to make a theme song for Geography with Evan Tognati.
I ask you to do lots of things, you don't always do them.
I also made Geography with Evan Tognati starring Clint Prentice.
Oh,
Do you want to
man.
hear that one?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure, why not?
Oh, shit. Sorry. I need to return on Stereo Mix. I should just keep it on.
Killed the Taurus Demon, why don't I have Geography! Evan Tognati. Clint Prentice.
That's me.
That's the same thing.
He says with Clint Prentice, and then I say that's me.
Oh, I didn't realize that Evan was actually... Okay, that's awesome.
You thought Evan was singing it live?
Yeah.
No, that's what was so fucking surreal about it.
Okay.
This
I
pizza
understand
is
now.
delicious.
Oh. It's
Okay.
I don't have this goddamn key either. Whatever.
Where were you going?
I'm trying to get down to the Capra Demon area, and I'm supposed to have this key.
Not in the video game. This is
Geography! Evan Tognati. Boom! Done, that's a theme song. I'd like to say that I think this is our best podcast ever. Anyway,
Evan, go to where the boar is underneath the bridge, first of all.
Okay, so I started at 6 a.m. Thursday morning. I drove from Novato, California to San Francisco International Airport.
Yeah.
You went too far down.
To San Francisco International Airport. And then I went from there to Mill Valley, California. No, I went from there to Novato, California. Then I went from Novato, California to Mill Valley, California, which is like one end of Marin County to the other. And then like the next day, I can't fucking remember all the places I've been. 250 miles. Charter Court. Friday I went to Berkeley. I slept in Berkeley. And then...
what's in Berkeley?
Berkeley's my brother's apartment. So I slept at my brother's apartment.
Another rager,
Yes.
like of a party.
Raver, you mean?
No, rager.
Rager. Okay. Yes. And then I slept there.
Good idea.
Okay, I slept there. And then I went to... I woke up the next day. I got very little sleep because I was on a couch, and this thing I've noticed with most couches, they are just like a couple inches too short for me to lay down on them comfortably. So I always have to perch my fucking feet up. It's on the arm. It's the worst. I woke up at 8:30 that morning. I stayed in Berkeley until 3, at which point I left to return to Mill Valley, then go from Mill Valley to San Francisco, then go from one part of San Francisco to another, then go from San Francisco to Mill Valley and Mill Valley to Novato. And then I got 5 hours of sleep, and now I'm doing this.
Wow. Well, I think it's time that we close up geography.
That's
with
geography with Evan Tognati. Geography! Evan Tognati. Boom! Done, that's a theme song.
All right. What else did you do this week, though?
Well, I'm trying to remember if I ever did anything before this. And
In life.
yeah, I played... Okay, that's right. I played... I want to guess what is about half of D4.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not feeling it.
No.
No. I'm at the part on the plane when you see the giant.
Oh.
So am I right in thinking that's like halfway?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I think like the interactions are pretty cool. I like how you have to fucking put your fingers up to your forehead to go into vision mode and shit. That's really stupid and fun.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you if you were playing.
I'm playing with Kinect, which is its own thing. I played 2 Kinect games this week, which is some kind of record. And so that doesn't, I don't want to design my life around Kinect. I don't want to do it. So I have a couch, and I have my Kinect, and I sit down in front of it, and if it doesn't work, fuck it. And it sort of worked in both of the games I played, but frustratingly didn't work in key moments. Just like it... I stopped playing D4 because after one part, the Kinect said it was disconnected, and then it told me to go through Kinect setup, and so I just turned off my console.
Mm.
And I think chiefly my problems with it so far, I really like the style of it. I sort of like what he's going for tonally. I think the airplane stuff so far feels to me too much like he's just introducing weird one-off characters without much context.
With the avant-garde guy, yes.
Yeah, I mean everybody on the plane, like the weird steward guy and the lady who's like freaking out about conspiracy theories, and
Yeah.
like all of them, like it's just there's this part where you have to walk through the cabin of the plane and like stop at people and like do things for them and hear what they have to say, and it's just him sort of walking around. It's like, all these people have D's in their names, and I have to look for D because D is my wife's killer or something, and
Yeah.
that stuff's kind of stupid too.
The gigantic Memento nods.
Yes. And so I guess I'm just not really feeling that, because Deadly Premonition, like, it had a lot of weird characters that sort of had this one weird thing that defined them, but it also took more time setting that up and had more of a defined world. And
Yeah.
D4 feels like they're sort of jumping the gun on just giving me these people and then sort of pushing them away, and they're kind of one-dimensional, and I find some of them pretty grating. The avant-garde guy is just...
The avant-garde guy is the worst one.
yeah.
But the rest of Are you still trying to get to the Capra Demon?
Yeah, I don't fucking know what's wrong. I killed that boss and I don't have the key.
Trying to figure it out. Hold on.
Go. Okay, I know where you need to go, but I can't direct you there.
I mean, I know the game very well. If you describe the area, I can do it.
You know where you got that basement key just now?
Just now?
Okay, go back to the entrance to the place,
Okay.
and then go down the stairs
Oh,
instead
fuck, you're right. Okay. Never mind. We're done. We're good.
Yeah. A lot of those characters are introduced to try and get you to think about the growing mystery.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them have deeper connections. Not that way. Some of them have deeper connections down those stairs and then down the other set of stairs. Turn left.
Right.
Some of
Yeah,
them
I
have
didn't
deeper
know
connections than you might realize.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep playing it. I don't, it just hasn't really... The story stuff hasn't really grabbed me. And I think the main guy's voice actor is just sort of terrible.
I like how Marky Mark he seems.
Yeah, but it makes it impossible to even give a little bit of a shit about him, for me.
But how about those opening credits?
The opening credits are really good.
The like interior ones after they introduce the plane and it turns into like the opening credits for a CSI show.
Yeah, no, I really like that. I mean,
God,
I like the hook of it pretty well. I don't... It doesn't feel like it has enough, it doesn't feel like it's built enough of a world for me yet. And I'm not saying it needs to be like, you need to go to a bunch of locations, but the apartment I've been in and then the plane I was in feel like super paper thin to me, and just kind of like excuses to show off these weird characters, who are sort of introduced with very little fanfare, and then I'm just like moving on to the next one.
Well,
So we'll see how it plays out. I'm gonna finish it.
okay.
And hopefully I will like it more when I finish it.
Fangtasia.
Fangtasia.
Music Evolved.
Vampire music.
Vampire Weekend?
I do not believe Vampire Weekend is in Fantasia Music Evolved, though it wouldn't surprise me if they were.
Yeah.
What surprise you?
Just based on the sort of song selection, the Lord's Royals is in Fantasia Music Evolved. And I feel like if Lord's Royals can be in it, then Vampire Weekend could probably be in it.
Yeah.
This is the latest rhythm game from Harmonix. Fabled rhythm developer.
Fabled.
They developed Fable.
Yep. Turn to your right.
You're just taking a big leap.
I know where I'm going now. I was just eating pizza.
Oh, how's that pizza?
Good eats. What, do you want a hamburger or a hot dog? Do. It's good eats.
Jesus Christ.
Hi, welcome to Good Eats. How's that pizza treating you?
It's really good.
All right,
Also,
thank you.
I feel like this might not actually be the right way.
No, you're just making a big circle
Yeah, I
around to
know.
the church.
What the fuck
thank
is
you.
wrong?
That was Good Eats.
Good eats, yeah. What, do you want a hamburger? Do. It's good eats.
Very happy that exists. now.
Oh boy. So... Where the fuck was I? Fantasia.
Yes.
You're
Still going the wrong way.
you didn't lead me in the right direction. You were wrong. In short. But... That's not important, because the podcast listeners can't see this game.
Oh, I know where you need to go.
Okay.
That door before the dragon
Yeah, that's locked. That's the problem.
got a basement key.
I...
No, you don't need that. You need a west gate key or something. Right? Fuck it, I don't care. Fangtasia.
Fangtasia is, I'll describe it while I'm trapped in this Dark Souls purgatory, is a Harmonix game. It takes the Disney Fantasia license and tries to make a Kinect music game around it for the Xbox One. And what that manifests itself as is a sort of conducting simulator. So, you don't have to... It doesn't seem like you have to play Fantasia standing, but it probably helps, because I played it sitting and had a lot of trouble, though that might also have something to do with where my couch is, I don't know. Fuck Kinect. But, you have all of these different, like, cues on the screen, and the main one is the swipe cue, and that'll just be like, you see a sort of a flame pointing out in a certain direction, and you need to sort of like flick your hand in that direction. And then there are push cues, which mean you have to sort of thrust your hand out.
Yeah.
And there are hold cues, which means you swipe in a direction and hold it there, hold your hand there. And basically the intended effect is to feel like you're like conducting a symphony.
Evan, it's on the stairs near the gate at the front of the church.
It's
Yeah, you
Okay.
got that basement key. That's the key you needed. So
I
you
picked-
just go back to
I
that.
picked that up.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Oh, now just...
I
now
don't
you can
remember
just
picking
go.
that up. There was
Yeah.
a weird thing when I started this game where this gate was open when it shouldn't have been, and so I skipped a bunch of it. I think I just got my head turned around. Anyway, so Fantasia, that's sort of the gist of it in terms of... I think in bare rhythm game, like, mechanics terms, it's actually pretty cool. I think it's a really smart use of the Kinect, more immediately appealing to me than Dance Central, because fuck dancing. And it does, in its best moments, sort of make you feel like you are conducting something.
Yeah.
But, the problem for me so far is honestly just that the hardware is not complying with me in a satisfactory way.
Mm.
To the point where there are these swipe cues where, like, you have to use both your hands to swipe in a direction, and I feel like sometimes it's just not picking up my left hand. And, it's sometimes hard to tell, like, if it's the Kinect's fault or if it's your fault. But I think at the point you're asking that question, there's probably a problem. If there's even a doubt in your mind that it's not your fault, then that's like killer in a rhythm game. Because you need to feel like you're in precise control of everything that's happening. But I mean, in terms of raw mechanics, like, I'm probably going to keep playing it. It's really fun, and the other main thing with it, which I haven't really gotten to tinker around with yet, because the tutorial is long, really long, like an hour of tediously walking you through every single mechanic in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And only at the end does it open up sort of the other main hook of it, which is the remix power. So, at various points throughout the song, at like the end of verses or whatever, you will be able to swipe in a direction to remix the music. So Harmonix has licensed these bass tracks and then like orchestrated remixes around them.
Yeah.
And you can switch between those at certain points and like layer them on top of each other. So you could have like a cello in the background, but like synth drums or whatever. And you can sort of like change that at will whenever one of those things pops up. I think that mechanic is really neat. It's one of those things where I'd have to play more of it to see how many of the remixes I think are like good or interesting. But I remixed Royals, and it sounded pretty good.
Awesome.
So yeah, it takes too long to open up, and I think the Kinect is just... I still don't really want to use it, but I'm impressed at least that it has kept my attention long enough to where I want to keep playing it and seeing what it has to offer. So in that regard, it's a success. But
Success!
That's
success!
sort of frustrating.
It's frustrating because it's like, if this was just a little bit... If this hardware was just a little bit better,
Yeah.
Like, this would just be a game I, like, loved to play. But, you know, just like every couple minutes, there's that one note where you really feel like you hit it, and you're like, it's the connect. It also constantly was, like, disconnecting. It was, like, losing me and kicking me to the pause menu, and then I'd have to wave at it to get it to go. Just unfortunate stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm of mixed opinion on Fantasia, but very little of it has to do with, like, the structure of the game, I think.
Okay.
Most of it just has to do with Connect bullshit.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better if if it was just a bad game? Wouldn't that be easier?
Yeah.
To grapple
Instead,
with.
the Connect ruins yet
Yeah.
another thing.
And I have a suspicion that game is going to seriously underperform.
Yeah.
Given the way Connect has been handled by Microsoft recently.
Microsoft not even wanting to acknowledge that the thing exists.
Yes. So, you know, unfortunate stuff all around. But this like track listing is pretty interesting too. They have like a mix of modern poppier stuff with like, you know, there are police songs in it.
You have my attention.
Sort of the smattering of like pop rock hits across decades that you'd find in a Rock Band game, but then it also has like really recognizable classical stuff that sounds like it would be from like the original Fantasia. And I feel like I like that stuff enough where, and this isn't like a financially viable thing to suggest they do, I sort of wish it was just all classical.
Mm-hmm.
Because the conducting stuff really shines with that. You know, a lot of sort of big sweeping strings and such.
Right.
So yeah, it's interesting. I'd like to play more of it.
Okay.
That's where I'm at with that. And I honestly can't remember anything else. So how about we move to someone else?
Okay. Hey, Ryan.
Hey yo.
How's it going?
Good. Good. I played a really bad game this week.
What'd you play?
Legend of Korra.
Oh, I thought you were going to say The Evil Within.
No, I have not played that game because I hear it's bad.
That's a
I
good
bought
reason
Legend
not
of
to.
Korra. I bought Legend of Korra before I heard it was bad, which was a bad call.
Have you even watched Legend of Korra?
I have. I've been watching the new season. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, but the game is shit.
Oh.
Cause game's made by Platinum Games.
Oh, of Bayonetta fame.
Yes.
Hmm.
And everything about this game is bad except for the combat animations for Korra.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Does it
Like-
capture the moves from the show?
Sure. All 10 of them?
Okay.
Like,
But
just
those 10 look really good.
those 10 look so good. But, just the combat doesn't feel good in a way that, like, just Platinum Games always have felt good,
Right.
which is the sad thing. It's not... They have a really cool concept with being able to swap through the different elements on the fly with just, like, hitting the... I'm playing on PS1, so it's R1 and L1.
Yes.
You're just... I'm sorry, PS4.
I was
so
gonna
you're just
say,
hitting...
there's probably a reason this game is underwhelming.
And there's like they have all the elements of normal Platinum games, like you're like dodging at the last second and like it can slow down time or something like that. Like all the different hooks that they do for like rewarding you for performing well and doing good with timing and everything. But just the combat scenarios are just so bland. Every environment is boring. The you only face like the same 4 enemies the entire game. And it's about 3 hours long with 8 chapters, and half of those chapters are usually just dedicated to Temple Run knockoff minigames.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, so it's not good.
No?
No.
How'd that game happen? 'Cause surely Platinum... I mean, it sounds like they know how to make a game that feels like a good fit, right?
Underfunding, I would assume.
Okay.
Because everything in this feels like it like it feels like it has a really good concept behind it. Every single part of this game, minus the temple run stuff.
Okay.
But it just feels like it wasn't worked on long enough or with enough care. I would assume that with how Nickelodeon treats the series, they did not want to devote pretty much any money to it,
Right.
to the game. Because they, like, halfway through last season, they moved it from being on television to all online
Yep.
distribution.
Right.
With
And now they're-
not telling anybody.
Yeah, and now they aired episodes out of order. They kind of like Fireflied it pretty much.
Mhm.
Because and now like every episode is just digitally distributed online, and they're not airing any on television. And so yeah, it's a shame because it could have been so cool, and like there are short glimpses of it once the combat really starts to flow, but it's so few and far between that it does start to flow.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like there's room in this world for a good Avatar video game.
Yeah.
I agree to that point. I just think Nickelodeon
No.
doesn't care enough.
The Burning Earth.
No, I don't think so.
Avatar: The Burning Earth. Checkmate.
Okay.
I mean, hey, you get all those achievements.
You do.
That's what qualifies a good game.
In my book. But I'm
We do have that
MLG.
Avatar, the game based on the film.
Do they
video
have that?
game. Yeah, that was like kind of not a big deal, but like I remember like people were like, "Ooh, Avatar is coming out of a video game." You know.
So yeah, I played most of that, and I just stopped playing because there's one of those temple run parts where you have to fight enemies, and you can get one hit killed, and there's no checkpoints, so it's
Yeah.
just the worst thing.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. So I also beat Shadow of Mordor this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else did I do? Games wise.
Well, do you have
I-
do you have anything to say about Shadow? of
It's
Mordor?
fine. Nothing that hasn't already been said.
Okay.
Really. It's Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
The ending is pretty underwhelming.
Yeah.
And like
Yep.
like Evan's problem with the game, I found there to be little to do after beating the story, even with the Nemesis system. So,
Hmm.
yeah. I played more Minecraft on PS4. I built this awesome house that built into the side of a cliff. Pretty proud of it.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, I downloaded Alien Isolation. Didn't play it yet, but I'm excited to possibly play it.
Okay.
I like.
And I downloaded Dust: An Elysian Tale on PS4,
Yeah,
and
you
I've been playing
did.
some of that. And that game looks really good, and it still is really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
gonna beat this version.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah, really.
Everything's good.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I've done with my week.
That's it.
Yeah, not too much craziness.
All right.
What's up, Matthew?
Hey, I fulfilled my quota. I played one game this week.
What was that?
Oh boy,
Uh,
okay, everybody be very, very quiet.
Dog?
It is The Last of Us Left Behind
That's not a game, really. That's a DLC.
remastered.
Oh, okay.
So really, I played like The Last of Us remastered.
So a gamer's game.
Yeah, gamers. A gamer's
Gay.
a citizen Kane of gamers.
Mm.
Really.
Kanegate.
Gamegate. Citizen Kane, The Last of Us in parentheses. It's so good. And now it's like we've gotten the 4K re-release of it. Just absolutely jaw-droppingly gorgeous.
4K, huh?
It looks nice. I mean, I couldn't. It looks pretty much like what I remembered, so I had to like look up videos to really see much of a difference. But it definitely, they definitely did a little something.
Guys,
Put
I don't
some
know if
spit
you've
on
heard
it.
about my new movement. It's called Doorgate. It's about changing the door sizes in games.
I'm
to be
all
realistic.
for
I
it.
can get behind that. That is a gate
Yeah.
that I can get behind.
Yeah, who do I have to harass?
Naughty Dog.
Okay, consider it done.
the
Fuck,
only-
Amy Hennig doesn't work there anymore. We're gonna have to do something else, you guys.
That's true. Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Batman game had some pretty big doors.
Sure did. Well, big enough for Batman.
Yeah, again, that's fine in a gothic influenced environment.
No, it was not in a gothic interior. It was in a warehouse looking building.
I think what Matthew's getting at is that the universe of Batman is gothic.
I don't care.
Good point.
I am against anything that isn't completely realistic in the confines of the superhero video game. You know, I just think that's a very silly line to draw.
I'll draw whatever line I want to.
Can I draw a square?
No.
That's like 4 lines. Touch it.
Well, I would caution you against drawing such a line. That's all I'm saying.
Caution. Is he gonna
yeah,
die?
caution. Yeah, I would like to caution you to tread lightly. You know, Left Behind is a good time. I really liked it. Not gonna lie. It's
Oh,
probably
please lie to me.
please, yeah, lie to me.
On
That's
Fox.
It's a wonderful show.
Yeah.
Lie to me,
like that
starring
show.
Tim Roth.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that.
Best show in the history of shows.
Yeah. Straight B's. That's what I say.
Say,
Yeah.
Left Behind. Tell us about it.
Left Behind. You play as Ellie.
Yes.
Who's
like,
that?
And she's like the best character of The Last of Us.
She.
What's
Is this
that?
a female character? I don't play as those.
Is this
Yeah.
SJW bullshit? Be honest.
God.
Yeah, you know, I don't want you to think of it like that.
Okay, well, as long as there are no lesbians in it, I'll be fine.
Ooh, you know, I won't
Wait, what?
say, I won't confirm or deny.
Wait, what?
I won't confirm or deny.
That's a bad sign.
Well, anyway, let's just go under the assumption that there are no lesbians in it. So a lot of that game is like a flashback to when to one of Ellie's old friends, you know, and she's hanging out with her,
Yeah.
and that stuff's pretty good. And the
They're like platonic friends.
yeah,
Okay.
I
I
The
guess
best-
I approve of that.
guess I approve of friendship.
You know, it's a tough
Uh,
sell sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I like they like go back and forth between like midway through The Last of Us, where you're also in the shopping mall, and like pre the start of The Last of Us, where you're like hanging out with her friend Riley, and it's pretty effective, I think, and I was enjoying what I played of it. The Riley's pretty well written, I think.
Okay.
I liked her stuff, and
Yes.
it was a pretty satisfying ending. And I was actually a little sad it wasn't just like a touch longer, because they did this. They did some cool stuff that I wish they'd done more in the main game, with the combat situations where like the infected will show up sometimes when you're like fighting some like normal dudes, and you can like kind of bait them into like picking some of them off.
That's cool.
And that was pretty neat. So yeah, but yeah, I thought it was really satisfying. It's honestly probably a better piece of content than The Last of Us proper.
Whoa.
I think.
I like that game or that piece of DLC changes its its gameplay to fit the story that it's telling.
Yeah, all the stuff with her and Riley is cool. It didn't feel
Because she hasn't held a gun yet, so she doesn't it would be weird if she started shooting zombies in this DLC.
yeah.
So they do it's basically whenever you're going through the flashback, it is more of exploring the environment and doing more inventive things with the mechanics than you've done before, just to fit it within the idea that you are just a couple of teenagers.
Yeah.
And then it intercuts that with some combat stuff that I wasn't too thrilled with, but
Yeah, honestly, I still have a lot of fondness for The Last of Us combat. So yeah, I like that stuff pretty well. I just had a good time. Yeah, I'd check it out if you're interested. And The Last of Us Remastered looks pretty good. I mean, The Last of Us problem wasn't looking good, but this looks a little better. So if you haven't played it, no.
Or frame rate.
If you have a PS4. Yeah. I switched. It was kind of weird because when I switched back to 30 frames, I'm like, this seems unplayable.
Really?
Yeah. Well, after like touching the 60 frames,
Mhm.
yeah, it was weird. Because the 60 frames, it definitely makes a fairly substantial difference.
Look less like a movie.
No, it just looks like smoother and better,
I don't know. I like my games.
which is easily the best thing about the
I like my games to
remastered
look
edition.
like movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah,
whenever I'm
that's-
playing a game, I just keep thinking, oh, I wish this were a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish.
Have to
Yeah.
like play it. Yeah.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Gross.
That. Such a stupid complaint. I d-
Why do you?
and then publishers are like, yeah, we want Assassin's Creed to look a bit more filmic. Whatever, people. Because 60 frames is just, especially when you can literally just flip it back and forth. It's it's night and day. It's a little.
I just want everyone in the podcast to know that Evan is doing a great job fighting this dragon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My weapon broke.
Oh,
It's true.
well, it's all downhill from here, you guys.
I mean, it broke a while ago.
You should just punch it to death.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I
Yeah.
cut its tail off because it had a rare weapon I need for an achievement.
Oh, okay.
Are you guaranteed to get that weapon?
I got it already. I cut its
Oh,
tail
okay.
off.
So besides Left Behind, did you do anything else that you want to talk about?
No. No.
Zero.
No, but I'll be back with another thing I did next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did play Nidhogg today.
I did play Nidhogg. That was fun. This has
Good.
been pretty fun. And now I'm almost tired. Although, yeah.
I wonder why that is.
5 hours.
Yeah.
All less tired.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah, it is funny how that works. So, Clint,
Yeah.
how was your week?
Played more Evil Within.
That was
And
it.
so not
that was
good. Not a good week.
Yeah, no, I can't remember where I was whenever we recorded that segment last time,
Yeah.
but I played for a while longer, and I'm on chapter 10 or 11, so maybe not that long, because I think I was in chapter 9, right, Evan?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Okay. And jeez, I just don't like that game.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Why are you still playing it?
I stopped,
He was
Okay.
going to review it, but
but then life
yeah,
finds a way.
it doesn't. Finds a way to get you to stop
Finds a
playing
way
Evil
to get me
Within.
to stop playing a game I don't want to play
Yeah.
anymore.
It's majestic.
Um, yeah, there was the section that I was in, where I finally decided to say I don't really want to play this anymore. I went a little bit past that and got to a different area where I just didn't want to play it anymore. But essentially, there's this like 8-legged woman who eight-armed woman who is crawling on the ground after you,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't regularly kill her. Obviously, you have to destroy her with fire.
Yes,
Okay.
naturally.
Early in the game, there's a boss fight with the exact same enemy where you burn her with fire, but all the sources of fire that you have are located on the ground level, so you can see them and her in the same frame because he's on the ground, the sources of fire are on the ground.
Right.
And it makes it a relatively intense battle where you are constantly running around this area, shooting, tanks of gasoline and pulling levers so that she falls into fiery pits. And it was annoying then, but it got more annoying whenever you have to do this again while running through an area and not being able to look at the ground to stop her, because she will one-hit kill you. She will flat out one-hit kill you. There's no getting out of it. And so in this second area where you're fighting her, you have to shoot these levers above you to redirect flame either down onto her or to open up a path for you to continue running from her. And the way that letterboxing works in The Evil Within is that you cannot see the floor pretty much at all if you're looking up. You cannot see the floor at all. So she is completely hidden from your view and has a terrible sound cue for whenever she's like getting near you before she attacks. So you really have no defense while you're trying to aim at these very small levers with very small hitboxes that are incredibly difficult to hit with your stupid pistol that has terrible accuracy.
Mhm.
And so I just was very, very frustrated. Then we recorded Family Game Night that didn't actually happen.
My bad.
No, it was. I want to blame that on Audacity more than you.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it will stop my seething anger for Ryan.
yeah.
It is
Uh,
seething.
So yeah, I think I played a little bit more of that, maybe, but I don't want to play any more of it. Ever.
That
yeah,
can be
well.
arranged for a price.
And hey, if you like it, cool.
Is it one of the worst games you played this year?
Probably.
Seems like it.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. I don't like anything that it does.
That's sad.
I also don't think that it's scary at all. I'd
Wow.
say that the one thing that was cool was the chapter that I played before we recorded that segment where you were in the Resident Evil looking mansion. Remember
Mhm.
that?
Yeah.
But even that had a dumb mechanic to it, with an enemy that would appear and disappear seemingly at will,
Well, that's quite
Uh,
unfortunate.
kill you. So just a whole bunch of things that I was not a fan of.
Sounds very unfortunate to me.
Yeah. Then I decided to make my life feel a little better.
Mhm.
So obviously I started playing Bayonetta.
Okay, how do you what do you make of that? People seem to love it.
That's good.
Okay, so I'm getting the sense that you didn't love it.
I didn't love it.
Okay.
I think it is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not my kind of thing.
Right. The
Um,
character action.
yeah, I mean, like I like the Devil May Cry game, fair enough, but I was never into the first Bayonetta, and this is absolutely Bayonetta 2.
Okay.
And I kept on seeing things about people saying that, like, you know, you start by riding a jet and facing off against giant demons, and then it continues to go over the top from there.
Yeah.
That didn't really happen.
No. So you think it starts too crazy and doesn't go crazy
Yeah.
other places?
I don't think that it necessarily does. Like, there's a part where, you know, you're riding on a tidal wave, like you're surfing on a tidal wave fighting a boss, but the boss battle itself is so bad that it doesn't feel good. Because the camera. So, okay, there are certain parts of Bayonetta 2 where it suddenly changes from a character action game to
Space
Sort-
Harrier?
Space Harrier. Yeah, basically.
That always
What-
sounded like the sort of thing that was fun to me about Bayonetta. I've never played a Bayonetta game, but the idea of, like, you're playing a character action game, but then something weird happens and now it's a side scroller, like, seemed kind of neat. I mean,
It just
I'm not
it never feels as good
Okay.
whenever you're flying around. Yeah, it just doesn't feel as good whenever like you're basically limited to attacking whenever the camera allows you to. Like whenever you are able to push yourself up against the enemy, instead of whenever you're regularly fighting, you can just kind of jump up to a guy that you don't want to have exist anymore.
Gotcha.
the combat itself is pretty fun, but I never felt that I was getting better at it.
Okay.
I never felt like I was learning any combos or anything of the sort. Like I was just kind of mashing on things and having cool things happen and feeling sort of good about myself, but then empty inside.
Good about yourself is a really depressing way to put that.
Well, this is what I live for.
It shouldn't be.
I live for Bayonetta.
Yeah. Also, okay. Two of my gigantic, huge problems with this game.
Okay.
One, story awful.
There was a really obvious joke there that I restrained myself from not making.
No, please.
It's like Bayonetta's breasts.
Ah ha ha! So the story's awful.
Okay.
It's it somehow falls into pretty much every trope imaginable.
Hmm.
You save a damsel in distress.
Well, yeah. That's what
You-
video games are, man. Get
Yeah.
get the memo.
You
to it.
fight. You fight for the forces of good against the forces of evil.
The light and the dark.
Basically, even though you're kind of darkness, there's obviously a more evil force.
Mhm.
Well, that's because you're a Witcher, right?
You're a witch.
No, Ryan, a Witcheress.
Okay, now
Oh,
we're
sorry,
talking
Witcher.
about
Right.
a game I'm interested in. Witcheress, god damn it. Sorry, never mind, let's keep going. I can't get bogged down in this.
There's a point in time where a certain character says, he something along the lines of, "He is the pure evil version of me. He can't be the only one that's left." And then about 10 minutes later says, "Good will triumph over evil every time," or something dumb like that.
Sounds
You
good.
fight like the boss battles never get as crazy as fighting on a fucking Harrier jet. I think that prologue is pretty damn cool.
Yeah. So when
Uh,
you start up Bayonetta 2, you were like, alright.
Like I was constantly saying like out loud like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Because you're on a jet that is somehow flying out of control. Actually, that's not even true. The first thing that happens in that game is you going shopping.
Okay.
For clothes and having an irate fat Brooklyn native Italian.
Tread lightly.
I mean, like that. Like it is stereotyped out the ass.
Okay. So I should be offended by this.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Why not be offended? Why not take
Yes.
that plunge?
And he's like carrying all your bags for you, and Bayonetta's being like, "Oh, I'm gonna go shopping some more." And
Okay.
then the Harrier jet just comes out of nowhere. You start fighting, and then of course Bayonetta takes off her clothes because her costume
Is
is
her hair.
Yep,
It's her hair.
that equals empowerment.
That's what some people think.
Put some clothes on.
Yep.
Like
Come on. I don't want to see that.
there's a certain level of empowerment that she has as a character, but it is completely undermined by
Here the camera is the biggest problem.
yeah, the camera's exploitation of her sexuality.
Hmm.
That is the thing.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. That's the main problem that I have with that game. And
Etc.
yeah. But then you can put on a Metroid costume.
Alright, I'm back in.
Yeah.
Are they
There's
ever
a-
gonna make a new Metroid game?
No, this is it.
Hey, Nintendo, where's the Metroid? The 2D. Come on.
Where's
what I've been
the
saying.
Metroid?
Look, we loved Other M. It was great. Why not make another one of those?
I have never played Other M. I have a feeling I'm not missing much. I might be wrong though. Maybe I am missing something. Good.
I don't know. Play it if you want. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
And so the,
I'd kind of like to try it myself.
Yeah,
if
I
it
feel
gonna
like I
the
should
Wii U.
probably play it. It's too like critically acclaimed, I think, to not play.
And I definitely see where they're coming from.
Hmm.
There's some stuff that if you're into this kind of game, like that is fans of the genre.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd like to point out that I don't know what it is about our setup, but I'm playing Dark Souls right now at a severely reduced frame rate.
Oh,
So that's cool.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I just
Uh,
thought it was interesting to note, you know.
yeah, it's very interesting.
I thought of saying that, and I was like, wow, this one's a humdinger. This is the one that's gonna rope the listeners back in.
I beat the game in 9 hours and 40 minutes, according to Nintendo's in-game clocky thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I will play it, I think.
sure.
Yeah, that'll probably be the first game I play when I get a Wii U.
yeah, same.
Should
It's
play
one of
that,
like 4 games I'm interested in playing.
the
on
Mario
Wii U,
game's
and-
pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm alright.
yeah, I'd like to play that.
E-World?
Yeah, 3D World's alright.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's got
Is
problems.
it as good as a Captain Toad Treasure Tracker?
It will almost certainly be better.
It's
I totally did not know that was about Toad from the Mario
You're not a person.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea how you could hear that and not... How you could know that exists and not have seen any sort of identifying information to tell you what is obvious, which is that it's a fucking Mario game.
The only way I knew that exists was when you guys were talking about it coming out on the Wii U.
You didn't watch the Nintendo press conference?
Nope.
Okay.
Yes, it?
You
No, I
fuck-
did.
I
Oh,
swear.
that was you and me, Clint.
No, I swear that Evan and Evan.
Yeah, I swear I watched that with you. We talked.
It was long enough ago that I did not remember it then.
Okay.
The Nintendo Direct? I think that was just you and me, Clint.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know. I watched it.
Oh, we
afterwards with
rewatched
him.
it. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, that's ridiculous, Ryan.
I... Welcome to Ryan.
Welcome to Ryan. The state of being known as Ryan.
yeah, those Captain Toad levels are totally inside of Super Mario 3D
They're
World.
not that fun. I'm gonna
Oh.
throw that out there. They're just kind of slow and boring.
How about I throw you out there?
Damn.
Please don't. I don't know
Yes.
what that entails, but it sounds scary.
I think those are the only video games that I played
Hmm.
this week. Besides the stuff that we've been playing today.
Right.
And
And there have been multitudes.
yes,
We
of
will
which
finish this podcast. We will not be done.
no.
Not even close.
Nidhogg
Nidhogg's pretty good.
We should play some more Nidhogg tonight, you guys.
and
Sure, we can do that.
Cannon Brawl
Cannon Brawl is very good.
are two games that I have especially loved today.
Fibbage.
Fibbage has been great.
Yeah, Fibbage is a lot of fun.
I caught up on Sleepy Hollow.
You seem to like that show.
Watched 3 episodes, more of that. Yeah, there was an episode like in between two of the ones that I watched. No, 3. Damn it. The 3 episodes I watched, the one in the middle was probably the weakest episode that they've done
Okay.
because like that show does a really great thing in that it is episodic but feels a lot more serialized because every monster of the week is another plot to further along the main narrative.
So like Buffy.
So like Buffy.
Okay.
Yeah. But at a quicker pace because there are only 13 episodes in a season.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it's like Buffy without all the bullshit.
Without beer bad.
About it.
Yeah, it's without beer bad. Sleepy Hollow doesn't have a beer bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no love triangles here.
Shows should be measured by their worst episodes. So
It's
if
true.
the worst episode of a show is better than the worst episode of another show, then it's the better show.
That is definitely true.
That's where I stand on it. I mean, look, call me crazy.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Twin Peaks better than Buffy.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess Beer Bad's worse than any Twin Peaks episode. Twin
Yeah.
Peaks has. Ugh.
There's that James subplot.
That's not the only. So I actually rewatched some Twin Peaks recently because my brother's
yeah?
going through it for the first time, and that show's even better. Like good Twin Peaks on a rewatch.
Yeah.
But it really highlighted because I said like, okay, episode 10 of season 2, I don't want to watch with you anymore until you get to the finale. And seeing all those subplots and sort of the ones they're setting up really drives home how for about 6 episodes they just have like 4 different plots going on that are all egregiously terrible. Like it's bizarre because you'd think they'd trip over a winner. You'd think that like, okay, so yeah, they revealed who the killer is and they're being a little aimless about it. But, you know, it's still Twin Peaks. They still wrote good subplots that didn't really have to do with that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you get to this, and it's just like the fucking Andy Dick Tremaine parent thing, and then it's high school Nadine, and then
Oh.
also the James subplot. It's like
James subplot is unspeakably bad. That's the worst one.
I have no idea how that happened. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I don't know. There's
Yeah.
that one good shot where he's riding down the highway on his motorcycle like a total
Yeah,
dweeb,
that's
and that
the very
fucking music's
first-
playing.
That's like
Yeah.
the first and only good part of it.
Maybe we can only hope that James comes back.
Yeah.
Ah,
I think
nah,
I saw
James-
a picture of the guy who played James, and doesn't look like he used to.
He's looking better, huh?
Yeah, definitely. James was always a non-starter, though, basically.
Yeah, I mean he was in Fire Walk with Me.
That's true.
Which one's James? Is he the one with the girlfriend?
He's the
Yeah.
one who dates Laura Flynn Boyle, Donna. Donna was Laura's best friend, and James was dating Laura. And then Laura dies, and they start going out. It's really weird.
And
He has a motorcycle.
who's the one that
You're probably
Agent-
thinking of Bobby.
who's the one that Agent Cooper has a thing for?
It's
Audrey?
not Audrey, but not
really, because Laura
Oh,
Flynn Boyle
really?
got upset. God damn it, never mind. I can't go over this again. It's gonna make me think about Billy Zane, and I can't have that.
Billy Zane.
Ah, jeez, was it Billy Zane that I'm thinking of? The one who lived in like the house in the middle of the woods.
The house in the...
It's been a while.
You mean that... Agent Cooper had a thing for Audrey Horne.
Right. No, I'm trying to separate out characters. The one who like tied up his girlfriend at a certain point.
Oh, Leo? Wait,
Was that-
no. Well,
that's
Leo's
what
like
you're thinking.
a fucking, like, crazy person. He, like, beats his wife. Is that who you're thinking of?
No, it like. Jeez, I don't know. It's been so long. I should
Yeah.
probably just rewatch Twin Peaks.
Yeah, you could... You should rewatch, like, 20 of the 30 Twin Peaks episodes.
Yeah.
Which are all excellent episodes of television.
Let's see. Beyond that, I'm not sure that I did anything of note besides launch my capstone that's been driving me insane.
Cool.
It's on the internet.
Cool. So you're feeling good about it?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I've posted 4 things so far.
Mhm.
I got some more stuff that's going up on Monday and Tuesday.
In the can?
In the can, yeah. I had contacted somebody about the next thing, but that person never got back to me, so I'm just going to go ahead with what I was going to write.
Okay.
Anyway, I was hoping to have something different, but I'll go with what I got.
I'm sure it'll be good. I'm sure you'll
On-
make it work.
Long story short, Gamergate is the worst thing.
I don't know that I believe you. I've heard... Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've heard it's about ethics in games journalism.
Actually, you know what? It is about ethics in games journalism.
Okay,
Uh.
well, I think we can put this to bed then.
Yeah.
I think we solved the mystery of the Gamergate.
Yeah. Well, see, the problem is the ethics in question
Mm-hmm.
are the wrong ethics. It should be the ethics of the gamers harassing women.
No, that doesn't. No, that doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, fine.
My pizza disagrees with you.
I think that gamers are over.
Yeah.
Gamers.
Gamers, huh?
Gamers.
Shall we move to news?
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
Alright.
I don't have news this time, because I'm
Let's
eating
click
pizza
those.
and playing Dark Souls.
fine.
Yeah.
'Cause I got some.
How's the pizza?
It's pretty good. It's cold now.
How's the Dark
Fair.
Souls?
I'm on my way to Sen's Fortress.
Cool.
There's not much that happened in the world of news this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can tell you that Titanfall's getting a 4-player co-op mode,
Well, like a horde thing.
like a horde thing, basically. In an
I might
upcom-
actually be kind of into that.
It is a wave-based co-op mode called Frontier Defense.
Can you use your Titans?
Yes, you can.
Could I not use my Titan?
Probably yes, you
okay.
can.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'm. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
You can spawn your Titan and let it roam around in auto.
Yeah, I guess I could do that too.
Yeah. That happened.
Okay. So it's gonna be like versus the bot enemies, like the. Yeah, I feel like fighting them is sort of weirdly one of my. It was the thing that made me wish Titanfall had a single player campaign. Honestly, because like I really enjoyed the movement mechanics and I really enjoyed fighting those guys, and to a certain extent the other actual players, and then all of the Titan stuff just like killed it for me. So if
Yeah.
it's just 4 players like wall jumping around, skidding, shooting some bots, that actually sounds like kind of a good time to me.
Yeah.
I could play that game some more.
What?
I own it.
Yeah.
I can't sell it. I bought it digitally, I think.
Hey, Evan.
Hmm?
This is relevant to you right now.
What?
Right now.
What?
Dark Souls on the PC,
Yes.
making the jump from games to Windows Live to Steam.
Oh, fuck. Wait, does that mean I can't get achievements soon?
That's true.
Oh, boy, I need to get on that then.
Yeah, starting next month, you'll be able to migrate your game and the game progress to Steam.
Able to? So I guess that implies they won't be.
Um,
I don't know. I better play it safe. I do not want to...
it is planned to keep the PC version of the game fully functional on Games for Windows Live, but we'll be seeking avenues to support and
Okay.
ensure the functionality of Dark Souls on other services.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because I was like, already spent so much time just doing fucking busy work, like collecting sorceries and weapons for like a 25-point achievements. And to lose all that would be crushing.
However, they're doing a great thing. If you own the Games for Windows Live version of Dark Souls,
Mhm.
automatically becomes the Steam version.
Becomes?
You can get your code and just plug it directly into.
Okay, but it's not a become. It's not gonna happen without me opting in.
No. You basically get your Games for Windows Live code, you plug it into Steam, and it turns into a Steam version of the game.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
You stressed out for a second there, Evan.
Yeah.
That would be crushing. I've spent 110 hours playing Dark Souls. That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
It is a lot of
I
time.
have to do like 3 more playthroughs to get everything I want, which is all of the achievements. Maybe 4 because I'm not really doing any of the specific stuff I need to be doing in this playthrough. I'm just trying to beat it.
Relevant to what might be coming up later on.
Hmm.
You know that horror game Outlast that I liked?
Yes,
Mhm.
I own it on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah. There's going to be a sequel.
Called Outlast, Last Longer.
Outlaster.
Yes.
Yeah, you really made my joke better, thanks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you guys have any more of those?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't. I really don't.
No.
My
Okay.
My brain right now is wired for one joke per topic.
Yeah.
So let's
But yeah.
work with that.
Matthew, what were you gonna ask?
Didn't that San Andreas like get an HD re-release today?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
that happened this week, ladies and gentlemen. So if you
Yeah.
like that game, it's on Xbox Live.
Does it have hot coffee in it?
God, I hope so.
What if there's a new
That
controversy?
seems so ridiculous to me now.
What if there's a new
Like-
controversy about hot coffee in the Xbox 360 version of GTA San Andreas?
God, that was a real thing that people were like serious. That's
Sex box? You
yeah.
decide. We're just asking questions.
It's so weird.
It's not that weird.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
But I mean
you know,
it's weird.
I get why people were upset. It's just, I'm so far removed from it that it's weird.
Right.
It just feels weird.
It's true. Well, you're part of Generation Remix.
Yeah.
We chop it, we screw it,
What do you do? What else with it?
we're sort of like politically correct and polite, and it makes everybody a lot nicer.
Outlast 2
Yeah.
is what it's called.
Okay.
And according to the interview by Bloody Disgusting, there was a quote in there that said, "It will have different characters and a different setting," which sounds so great to me
Mm-hmm.
because that means it's not in an insane asylum.
What if it's just a new insane asylum?
Oh, jeez.
What if that just means we're not going back to the same one?
I hope I find that game more interesting than I found the last one.
I played a little bit of it, and
It just never grabbed me.
I guess it didn't grab me that much either, but there were specific mechanics I really liked. I really liked the hold in the trigger to look over your shoulder thing. That was super
Yeah.
smart. Looked
Uh,
nice on the PS4.
It looks nice on the PC as well.
Night vision's good.
The night vision is fantastic.
Yeah.
And what was I gonna say?
Some
Oh, that's the other thing that I despise about the Evil Within is that it's set in an insane asylum. So
You're telling me you're over insane asylums?
over.
Yeah, it's probably a safe bet.
Sure.
Not much going on there anymore.
Hey Ryan,
Yes.
you're a high level player of Destiny.
Yes, I am.
What
Some
is-
might call you a Destiny wizard.
Yeah.
Are you the wizard
Warlock,
that came from the
actually.
moon?
No, I'm not.
Rip.
That wizard came from the moon.
That was when they removed that line. That in the history books, that will
Right back.
what?
That's the day Destiny died.
Just fill for time. I gotta check on my dog.
Oh, okay. I thought
The
you were
day
saying
the dream died.
that will be known as the moment at which spiritually Destiny was a failure.
Yeah.
Was when they removed that line. That's when they
Brilliant.
decided, like, no, we don't want to make fucking art. We want to make a crass commercial product. We want to make something that will last for 10 years. As long as we keep selling expansions.
I
Yeah.
like Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny's kind of bad.
I like it.
Shame it's bad.
It plays, like, great. Like, it's so fun to play, but, like, everything else about it is kind of bad. The art design's great. And it plays really well. Which normally would be enough. And yet, the end product, astonishingly...
I like Destiny.
Yeah, well, you liked Duke
whatever.
Nukem
It'll win the
Forever.
game Ryan likes, and no one else does award.
Yeah.
Are we doing that category again?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, probably should. It'll probably be the only game in there.
I'm telling you, if I finish my video game, we need to have a best game ever made category.
Is Gat Out of Hell coming out this year?
No.
Because that could also be on the list.
Yes.
I don't officially like Gat Out. Officially, I don't just
I don't.
like.
That's rumor and hearsay.
I don't just automatically like Gat Out of Hell right now.
Oh, you like Saints
Yeah,
Row
but that
4.
can be on the list, right?
Yeah, I mean you like Saints Row 4 though.
No, actually, I don't.
Oh my fucking god, Ryan.
I deeply regret a decision I made. Clearly, I was high on fucking angel dust.
So right, Evan or
Mhm.
Ryan,
Oh,
Yes.
you're a
Okay.
high level Destiny player.
Yes.
What is the Iron Banner?
It's the event that is supposed to like not nerf any of the stuff that you have going into PvP, so it doesn't make anything equal. So your levels and weapons and stuff are all unique and they count, but they kind of fucked up the Iron Banner by still switching some of that stuff to make it easier for newcomers, which defeats the purpose. So now they're redoing it, and they're not going to be switching up that stuff as much, which I'm assuming is the news that you have.
Yep.
Okay.
I have to say, uh, here's the thing Destiny has done, is it has tricked a number of very sensible people into talking at length in pointless jargon about an MMO endgame. I don't know how they did it, but every time, as somebody who got about 12 levels into Destiny and quit and sold the game, hearing about all the fucking different currencies and shit you have to do, and you don't level up by leveling up, you level up your armor and that levels you up. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's the end of my thought. I don't have anything else cogent to say.
Well, it sounds like Destiny had a bit of a content problem.
Sure, I mean, I guess it just doesn't sound like that really mitigates it so much as it, they could have solved it by just giving you more levels to, if their intent is like replay the same shit. Like, you don't need to make, 8 different currencies. It's just so artificial. It's just so cynical. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like once you understand it a little bit more, the currencies do make sense from different perspectives. Like, okay, these specific currencies are used for, like, if you're playing PvE or PvP, that way, if you're doing these Iron Banner events or something, you have separate advantages, but I don't know. I won't defend it.
Right.
No, please don't.
I won't. I just said I won't.
I fucked up, you guys.
I'm thanking you. Did you not kill the rock guy?
No, I didn't kill the rock guy.
Just kill the rock guy.
I know. Yeah,
hey.
I don't know. My eyes glaze over instantly whenever I hear somebody talk about that. It just sounds like the worst, grindiest bullshit. Just like,
Yeah.
run around this planet
it's-
collecting this currency, trade it in for new armor, which makes you technically a higher level.
And
At some point, it's as grindy as any other MMO gets at its end game,
Yeah,
though.
and all of them are terrible.
Yeah, no, it's just annoying to me that people are like, "Oh, Destiny's shit." It's like, no, then you must hate every MMO because that's
Sure,
all
I mean,
it's not like a new thing.
I agree
No,
with
I-
you
I don't say that
broadly
against-
speaking. There is
Yeah.
stuff about, and I don't think this is like an excellent excuse, obviously. I've sort of derided it in the past. But there's like quality of life stuff about MMOs where they are designed to like sort of needle you in specific ways and get you to this end point. And it's why people will like play World of Warcraft while they watch television or something. And I think that's a stupid way to design your game. But with Destiny, it sounds like they took like a good first-person shooter, and then without any regard, they just slapped all that shit in it. As opposed to an MMO, which is more designed around being bad. So I'm saying Destiny's more disappointing, I guess is
Okay.
the thesis.
Yeah, fair enough.
there was that guy who tweeted that death threat at Gabe Newell, and then
Got his game pulled off Steam. That is
Hey.
what happens.
Wow.
Yeah,
What was this game?
Paranautical Activity. So the whole story was
Isn't it a first-person shooter roguelike?
yeah.
Oh, good.
So the whole story was like they had just released out of early access, and they were a part of a Steam sale, putting up a whole bunch of horror themed games for Halloween, and their bar still had their early access banner on it rather than saying that it was a new release. And he threw a fucking fit on Twitter. saying that Steam is a piece of shit platform, blah blah blah, and then said, I'm going to kill Gabe Newell. He is going to die.
Holy shit.
Yep.
It's not smart. I mean, look. I hope to release a game later this year. And I'm not a wizard. I have no experience in the matter. I think that's probably not a good thing to do.
No.
That's my feeling. That's my knee-jerk reaction.
All because he had a knee-jerk reaction
Yeah.
about his game not having the right tagline, and instead of contacting Steam and saying, "Hey, let's do something about this," like a normal human, went on Twitter and kind of did some nutty things.
Real art isn't made by normal humans, Clint. It's made by fucking Supermen.
It's true.
They're in touch with their emotions, and they're not afraid of getting some flack once in a while.
So he stepped down from his studio.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that, probably a good decision.
Yeah.
At least in a PR capacity. I don't know if he has to quit the whole thing, but
Yeah, he left the studio entirely.
he left or he was fired?
I've sold
No,
half of Code Adverse to Travis, given up all my rights to CA as a company and all its intellectual properties. I won't receive any money from the sale of Paranautical Activity or any future game CA develops. I won't be consulted on business decisions, and I won't have any hand in development. I'm out.
That guy seems to have made a very costly mistake.
And then he went on to say that like if he was to ever work in games again, he would work at a like quote shit company or something like that.
I have that quote right here, and yeah, he kind of shot himself in the foot.
This guy?
If I do continue to work in games, it'll be as an anonymous 1 out of 1,000 at some shitty corporation, not the most public figure of a single-digit sized team. Shitty corporation, huh?
That's true. Well,
He's not wrong.
he's not wrong.
No,
Yeah.
I mean that's not. How
Yeah, it's not tactful. It's in his position. You probably shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
If your lack of tact has gotten you in trouble so much that you have to stop doing like the thing you like doing in a professional sense, then maybe don't turn around and say like, yeah, I'm giving all this up, and also if I work in the industry again, I won't like it, and everybody who hires me is a dipshit.
Yeah.
Which I doubt it'll have any actual ramifications. Like, I don't think if he applied in 2 years for a job at Ubisoft or something, they'd find that tweet. I sort of doubt that, but at the same time, like, dude, come on.
Yeah,
Self-awareness.
Is the Fulbright company working on anything else right now?
I think they're just working on the thing they announced recently.
Yeah.
Announced recently?
Yeah.
What did they?
It was a game called... I totally forget. I only read that they announced a new game. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't remember what the game's called, but I think some
We're great at our
some-
jobs.
one one of the guys like went on like a 5-month backpacking trip after Gone Home came out, and then they wanted to like make like a game about that.
Backpacking adventure.
So that's the premise.
So another
yeah.
walking simulator.
Fuck.
But now you're walking through the great outdoors.
So one of the developers, the lead programmer of Gone Home, is
Are we
making.
talking about Steve Gaynor?
No, we're talking about Jonathan Nordhagen.
Okay. I'm sure that's how you pronounce his name, yeah.
Lead programmer on Gone Home. He's working on a project called Where the Water Tastes Like Wine.
Right, that's the name, okay.
But this is not a Fulbright company game.
Really? Because I read it was Fulbright.
No.
So it's like a Binding of Isaac situation.
He has started his own company called Dim Bulb Games.
Okay.
And he is making Where the Water Tastes Like Wine, which has a pretty striking art style from these two pictures that are there. Looks to have some kind of trainy thing. But yeah, basically
Trainee, as in the...
there's
as
a
in
train.
locomotion.
There's a train, but it's basically what Matthew was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No-
I mean, I'm sort of like I would love to see a new game out of Fulbright, but at the same time, if they just want to walk away from the table after making Gone Home, I think that's fine.
yeah.
I sort of don't have many ideas.
I'm sure they'll make something.
Right, I'm
Yeah.
sure they will too. I'm just saying I wouldn't begrudge them if they didn't, because I think Gone Home is a
very
complete
good.
artistic expression that doesn't need much elaboration from those artists.
Yeah.
So, that's all I'm getting at.
I think right now the like, you know, high tier indie game I am looking forward to is Firewatch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Firewatch seems really. I mean, Firewatch and No Man's Sky, I think, are
Yeah, well,
probably
yes.
No Man's Sky barely feels like an indie game anymore, even though it's developed by 3 people, because it's been so
Yeah.
present at like trade show stuff. But Firewatch seems really cool.
Yeah.
Excited to
And
play it.
yeah. So that's that thing. I got 2 more things for you.
How do
alright.
you?
Yeah. Share play.
That's that thing where you can like, you seem to be having trouble with Dark Souls. You want help, and then your friend helps you over the internet.
So SharePlay is coming with the 2.0 update,
Mm-hmm.
and they've outlined how it will work, which is basically that you're going to essentially be streaming your game to just one person,
Okay.
who then like, and I think that's when the 1 hour timer starts.
Okay.
Yes, SharePlay sessions are restricted to 1 hour.
And in what elapsed time period? Like,
What do you mean?
I mean, like it says they're restricted to 1 hour. Is that like
That's-
you will never be able to play that game again through SharePlay?
That's-
You have to
that's-
wait a day to do it again.
That's all it says.
Okay. Because I feel like that's the important thing. If it's just like hit a button to reactivate it or something, then
Yeah, I would hope that that would be the case. So basically, what will happen is, okay, so say okay, what's a game that has co-op in it?
Borderlands the pre-sequel.
All right,
Army of Two,
Let's-
Devil's Cartel.
let's go with Borderlands the pre-sequel. So let's pretend that Borderlands the pre-sequel is on PS4,
Yeah, let's pretend.
and so you're playing it, you're streaming it to your buddy who does not own Borderlands the pre-sequel.
Oh man, I wish I could play it. It's low gravity and Claptrap's so funny.
Like, hey man, how about I check out this game before I buy it, and then we can play together. So he's like, all right, let me play with this with you.
Oh man, that's great. Thanks so much. I want to laugh at Claptrap all day long.
All right, so I'm going to click on this button, and you're going to get a stream of my game for an hour. And at any point, either you can take the controller, basically, like I can give you control, and you can control Claptrap in Zero Gravity.
Oh man, I can play as Claptrap?
Exactly.
Oh man, thanks so much, dude.
Or you can do a virtual couch co-op where if the game supports it, you can just, basically say, all right, now we're playing 2-player, and for that hour, you can play 2-player on a virtual couch.
Oh man, that's great. It's like I'm back in California instead of out here at this station in Alaska.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
I love Borderlands.
that's that. You will need, if you want to allow them the control access, you will need PlayStation Plus.
That makes sense.
But
But if you don't have PlayStation Plus, what are you doing?
if you don't have PlayStation Plus, then you can just show them your game.
Oh, well, that's nice that there's some functionality to it.
Yeah.
But I mean, couldn't you just stream it?
Yes.
So I guess that doesn't actually mean anything. But, I guess that's more of a private thing. It's a little more intimate,
Yeah. Last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got a whole bunch of Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U news for you.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh
Yep.
man, there's so much. Oh god. Okay, but I'll be able to beat Dark Souls before you're done with this. I think.
You ready?
Yeah.
There will be 8-player battles
That's good.
ridiculous.
That's a lot of. That might be too many players.
I agree.
for local competition only,
What?
and on some stages only.
I mean that I get, but why fuck what?
Yeah.
Why
So
would
we're
they
gonna
do
cram
that?
8 of your friends into a small room.
I mean,
We
in
give you-
fairness, your toaster can play a Wii U game at this point. Like,
Yeah.
you could use a GameCube controller, a Wiimote, a Wii U gamepad, a Wii U Pro controller, a Wii Pro controller, a 3DS. I think you can use too. There are a million ways to play it, but the idea that God, that's just so weird. I can't even think of a single good reason why they would restrict that to local multiplayer. Because that just seems like more of a hassle. Because then you need to get 8 people in one place with 8 controllers.
That's Nintendo for you. Mr. Burninator, to answer your question, I believe it would probably make it in split screen. I think the video shows that. You can find that in their explain video or whatever. Next thing, bigger stages.
Okay.
Oh, and also Evan, your bias is showing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll put it back in my pants.
Bigger stages. There are 3 of them. They're bigger.
What does that mean?
They're just bigger.
What does that mean? Like, how big are we talking? Like Hyrule Castle?
You want square
Yes.
footage? What?
Like Hyrule Castle size big.
They're
Because
no.
all those stages on the 3DS one are substantially like a lot smaller than that.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
No. These 3 stages, Palutina's Temple, and Big Battlefield.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're big stages, like, for the 8-player stuff, right?
I see.
Yes.
The idea?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, see, I figured it out.
Like Hyrule Castle was a big
Like
stage.
Hyrule Castle. They're as
Yes.
big as Hyrule Castle.
Yes.
There's... Watch out. There's the Danger Zone.
What?
The Danger Zone.
Okay, just tell me what the news is.
There are areas. They're called Danger Zones. And you'll do damage if you touch them. You'll take
Okay.
damage, sorry. You'll take damage if you touch them, and if you're above 100% damage, you will be immediately knocked out.
Hmm.
Is this like a feature you can add or like an item or
I think it's a feature. Or maybe it's a stage thing. It doesn't say.
it's dumb?
Hope it's a stage thing, 'cause that just sounds kind of dumb.
Dual plane battling!
Okay, what does that mean?
Yeah.
That means, you know that thing...
Is it hobby crate?
Yes. Matthew, you know that thing in that new Kirby game where you could go back and forth between the planes?
Mm-hmm.
Like Little Big Planet?
Like Little Big Planet.
Like a little big planet.
That sounds stupid. Why would they put that in Smash Bros?
Yeah.
What if you were able to fight on dual planes?
That just
No, I don't want
That sounds
to.
stupid. Why would they put that in
Yeah,
Smash?
That just all that does is segment the fighting.
And
Like really.
guess how you get to these dual planes?
You have
Donkey Kong
to
barrels?
buy an amiibo.
Donkey Kong barrels.
Okay, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not.
Nintendo, what are you doing though?
I'm not saying the dual planes idea is good. I'm saying the fact that you use Donkey Kong barrels to get to
Oh,
them is
of
pretty
course. I mean, yeah.
good. That's pretty good.
There's
What are they gonna use? Triple deluxe stars? I don't think so.
there's some use.
Let me answer your question. I don't think so.
There's some Wii U specific stages,
Didn't we
That
know
was
that
easy
already?
expected.
including a Find Me stage,
Yeah.
Super Mario 3D Land stage, Gerudo Valley stage, a couple others.
A 3D land stage? That's kind of weird, considering that was a 3DS game.
There's also
Whatever.
a Miiverse stage, which won't be available directly at launch because they have to gather the posts that you fight on.
How many? Wait, what?
Yeah, you will be able to fight on people's Miiverse posts.
So presumably post about Smash Brothers.
Yes.
W-
You know that PictoChat one?
Yeah, I know, but that wasn't. That's not like half as crazy, is what this is implying.
Yeah, it's implying that they're going to like curate and collect the posts,
And
and
just
then
what? Just like draw geometry over it?
maybe it's not that hard to
It'll-
make the black ink geometry.
I mean, I'm not saying it would be hard. I'm just surprised. That just seems like.
A cool stage.
I feel like between that and the dual planes thing, you have the best and worst of Nintendo ingenuity. Because that sounds like really weird and cool in a way that I don't think anybody else would do that. But then it's like, here's some other bullshit. Also, it's only local multiplayer. They people. It's like, what? Nintendo. You're fucking. Just shut up. Just stop. Just focus on the good. Weed out the bad.
Ridley's in the game.
Scott?
Damn it.
Dragon in Metroid,
I mean, he's been in the other ones.
but
Is he like a character or just?
not a character.
The Dragon and Metroid directed Alien?
The Dragon in Metroid directed Alien. That's how he knew how to make it scary.
Oh, okay.
But he will fly around and attack you. But if you do enough damage to him, he'll join your side.
Oh.
Yeah,
So it's okay. Sure.
and yeah.
Sure.
It's not the worst idea I've ever heard. Whatever.
In addition,
There's one of those, like... There's that same thing in one of the stages in the 3DS version.
well, there's
God damn it, Nintendo.
God damn it. When you give me something good, you just have to take it away. Trivialize it. Fuck
coin
with it.
battles.
What does that mean?
In addition to time and stock fights, this casual mode tasks players with collecting the coins that get knocked out of fighters when they're.
Haven't they done that before?
I don't think so.
There's like a coin mode in
There's I
like
think in,
Brawl.
like Melee. Or
Yeah.
Brawl, maybe? There's something with coins. I swear.
Gotta get those coins.
Yeah,
Sounds
well, no one will ever play that mode, so you know.
It's for casual.
Can we talk about how that...
Well, it's already a casual video game.
I was just thinking
Like,
about
not to
this the
deride
other
it.
day, actually.
Yeah.
Is the most, like, weird and desperate video game ever released secretly New Super Mario Bros. 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Where
Wait,
they just decided that, like, I don't know, what if we made it all about coins?
why?
What if we what if we just took these fucking Mario levels that have been lying around since 1989 that nobody made, and we just stuck a bunch of fucking coins in them? And the coins don't mean anything. They don't help, you just feel good collecting all of them. You just run through a stage, and there's like way more coins than there used to be in other ones. And then you feel good. The dopamine releases, and you're part of the hive mind.
Wow.
There's also stamina battle.
What does that mean? Is it like Dark Souls?
No. You have health meters, and they.
That's the most desperate thing Evan's ever said.
Is it like Dark Souls? I'm just at the part in
There were
Dark Souls.
4 new Super Mario Brothers games. Holy shit.
I know. I'm at the part in Dark Souls in Anor Londo. Probably the hardest part for me still in Dark Souls, where you have to go up the ledge with the guys who shoot the arrows at you that stagger you and knock you off the ledge.
I still remember the first time you went through that.
It's very upsetting. Anyway, continue.
Stamina battle.
Yes.
You have a health bar, and as you hit people, your health bar goes down like a normal fighting game.
So they just made PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Maybe.
Well, that's not how PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale works.
I thought that's how it was.
No, you punch people to... It's way worse than Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Actually. You punch people to fill up, like, your super meter. And then, like, you can
Oh,
only
and
kill
only your
people
supers.
using your super
Yeah.
meter.
Yeah, like
Right.
that game. It's funny because that game is probably like a fine like clone of Smash Brothers in like every other respect. But then they made the way in which you kill people like really stupid and bad. Like if they had changed that, I think like it would be totally fine. But that's how it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, it had Parappa in it. That was kind of cool.
Special
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah.
These are just for fun, but they allow you.
Unlike the rest of the game,
Smash
which will help
Brothers-
you
yeah.
file your taxes, these ones are just for fun.
They allow you to tweak the rules by making characters larger and messing with gravity, speed, and other things.
Okay, that was in Melee.
Oh yeah, that was in Melee. I remember that.
I mean, this is not, 50 new things in Super Smash Brothers that have never been in Smash Brothers
Well,
before.
sure.
It's called news, Clint.
No, that's good. Sure.
Have you? Hold on. I want to divert this for a moment. Were you ever told? Okay, I was told by my teacher. I don't think this is true. That news is called news because it's information that travels north, east, west, and south. Is that anything any of you have ever heard before?
No.
No,
Okay.
I wish I had.
Well, California private schools, what are you gonna do?
I mean, it's called news because it's supposed to be new.
Is that why?
Yeah, you get
Information.
news. New,
new
and
information.
new
Yeah, new
being a
information.
thing, and you get news.
I mean, look, that's obviously possible. I just don't know the actual etymology of the word. is all
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
saying.
either.
Item frequency. You can adjust which items how frequently.
That was
That's
in-
not
well,
even a new feature from the 3DS.
Again, not new features, just features.
Yeah, I know. We're just counting down.
So we're
the
just
things.
listing things about Smash Brothers.
Yeah, we're not.
Like, why are we even doing this news segment if we're
Yeah,
just
I
talking
guess- I
about
guess.
features in Smash?
This is the
Brothers?
news. This
No,
is,
it's
think,
not.
no, hold on. I think
characters
hang
will be able to punch, jump, and hit.
on. I think this is perfectly worthy news. I think it's instructive to if they released something about Smash Brothers. I think it is instructive to be like, how much of this actually means anything? That's a service.
Yeah.
This is a serious work of investigative journalism.
yeah, ethics.
Hashtag ethics.
I want to disclose this information is gotten from GameInformer.com.
Donate to my Patreon.
Yes, please. My
What else has been in every other Smash Brothers game that you want to tell us about?
my music. You can adjust the frequency of all the game's main music.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Dial the ones you like, drop the ones you don't.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
good.
You can also change the menu music to different versions of Smash Brothers.
Uh-huh.
Don't pretend like that's a thing that was in previous.
That was totally a thing that was in
No,
Brawl.
It absolutely was, yeah.
There are 140 different challenges in the Wii U version.
Okay, same in the 3DS.
Yeah. Wasn't there a in Brawl? It's not. I mean, it's sort of a
There are-
challenge system. There are like those trophies that unlock.
Yeah, in 3DS it's pretty much the same thing, which I'm assuming is going to be the same in Wii U.
There's
Okay.
significantly more music than on the 3DS.
Okay, that's good. That would follow, seeing as it's not a fucking toy for babies.
I'll follow seeing as it's actually a new feature.
Let's see. There are clear movies. So, by defeating Classic and All-Star modes, you unlock movies for each fighter.
Oh shit! Is the Subspace Emissary back?
It's
No.
just clear movies.
Where's
They're
the
not doing a
Subspace
story mode.
Emissary?
That is the worst fucking like missed opportunity possibly in Nintendo's history.
Yep.
Because obviously, if you're making that game, if you have a story mode, that could be the dumbest, coolest fucking shit in the world.
Yep.
And the Subspace Emissary was just a drag. It was just a boring drag.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was
Clint, you didn't know the Subspace Emissary really existed until I told
No,
you about it.
I'm talking about how this is a thing that should be capitalized upon. That's
Yeah.
what I'm referring to.
Clint also didn't know that the Subspace Emissary was the largest like literary work ever
yeah,
created.
no, the fan fiction. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what? How many words is it?
God, I don't know.
Many
It's a
I remember
lot.
you and I were talking about it, Evan, and the guy said that
in the
Like his-
millions.
his Samus arc was like his most
Yeah, his
proud
favorite.
race.
It's like you have arcs, man. Jesus. You mean you don't just shit that out every night?
No, we put time and care into it.
That's...
Now I realize this is a mode in the 3DS version, but
Oh, we're still gonna point it out.
All-Star mode.
Good mode.
All-Star mode was in Melee?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Ember.
Oh, is that
Ember.
where you just fight every character?
In
Yep.
reverse chronology,
Yeah. That's good.
based on their first appearance.
Tried
I
and
think
true.
that's new from the 3DS.
Okay.
In
Mode.
What was that?
Event mode.
What does that do?
These themed battles appear on a map. It seems similar to the challenge mode in Soul Calibur 2. I don't know.
What, like a board game? Like you play a
Oh,
Smash Brothers board game?
There is a Smash Brothers board game. That's what I'm getting to. It's called Smash Tour.
They really
Really?
sound like they packed a lot of shit in this, even if a lot of it's old.
Smash Tour. You want to know about Smash Tour?
Do I?
Party
Sure.
game. Set up like a board game for 4 players. They merged Super Smash Brothers with Mario Party.
That's what I've been waiting for.
You spin a wheel to advance your Mii, collect items and fighters for battle, and fight against all of the players if 2 of the Miis are on the fight against all the players if 2 Miis or more are on the same space. That's a typo. That should say or more.
Serious work of investigative journalism.
Yeah.
Type.
The winner steals the fighters from the losers. So I assume you can choose the fighter that you go into battle with.
Yeah, and then probably at the end you have like a big fight with all the fighters you've collected.
The final battle is a stock battle based on the number of fighters you've collected.
There you go. I could direct one of these games.
Yeah.
Note, that seems more like the number of fighters you've collected is the number of lives you have.
Yeah.
Not... Okay, never mind. Target Blast. Similar to the 3DS version.
Hold on,
Except-
wait. Are there set stages, like challenge stages, and you use different characters to like punch targets and break all of them within a time
It's worse
limit?
than that. It's so much worse than that this time around.
You got to explain this because I only have one nugget of information about it.
The 3DS version is Angry Birds.
Okay,
Wait, really?
You're launching a bomb at a bunch of different targets.
so the second bomb that you get it's bigger. That's the only difference.
Oh,
What the
okay.
fuck? This is the most schizophrenic, like in terms of quality of information.
Oh, Group Stadium is a 4-player mode that has Target Blast, Home Run Contest, and other stuff.
Home run contest.
Yep. I was
That's
never
still
any good at that.
You just got to do the Yoshi jump down A attack.
Yeah. I just don't think I was that smart.
It's all about the DPS, man.
Shut up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm the one playing Dark Souls.
There's a new transformation for Master Hand.
Is it Crazy Hand?
No, but Crazy
No,
Hand's
it's-
in the game.
It's Psycho Hand.
That
In
was-
the 3DS, after like while you were fighting Master Hand and Crazy Hand, once you got them down to like half health, they would transform into like a shadow thing that would have a bunch of different forms.
It's Master Shadow.
Oh, you
So
mean
the-
Taboo?
What?
No,
Taboo from the Subspace Emissary.
No.
Taboo, anyone? Taboo?
that
Taboo?
is-
I don't remember the characters from the subspace.
You guys remember Taboo?
transformation is called Master Fortress.
Okay. It would be really funny if it said, "We're pleased to announce that Master Hand has a new transformation, Crazy Hand."
Or Taboo.
See, it's like Master Hand, but it's on the other side, and it's crazy.
All right, are you ready for this?
What does Crazy Hand do? Well, Crazy Hand does like the scissors move more often. And they do some weird things with their like
Sometimes
they
they'll
flop around.
clap.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes they clap.
It'll blow your mind because it's like in the first one there was one hand, now there are two. That's what you call a sequel.
Are you ready for this?
Yes,
Yes.
I've never been more ready.
I mean, we've been ready for like 10 years.
How
This is
many?
probably-
Hold on. How many
Yeah.
pieces of information have we gone through, and how many are left?
30, 24.
Okay, perfect. Okay, keep going.
Controllers.
Okay.
Gamepad. Wii Remote.
Okay.
Nunchuck. Classic Controller. Classic
Okay.
Controller Pro.
Okay.
Wii U Pro.
Okay.
GameCube with adapter. USB GameCube controller. And, to top it all off, 3DS.
What about a Wavebird?
That's a GameCube controller.
Can I use my
Yeah,
power
but it's
tools?
wireless.
USB GameCube controller.
Yeah.
It's the USB dongle that you plug in the.
Oh, okay.
So.
That's what they mean. I thought they just made
Right.
a GameCube controller like.
You can use your 3DS as a controller.
Okay. I got all of them right, basically. Look at me.
Okay,
Look
go
at me
ahead.
go.
You can use the 3DS as a controller.
23.
Well, I'm gonna stick to my Wiimote play style.
Technically, a couple of these are just the same information, just drilled down, because this next one is GameCube controller adapter, which is just that thing that we already know about.
Yeah.
Okay, 22.
And the one after that, you can use your 3DS as a controller,
21.
but you need the 3DS version of Super Smash Bros. In order to do it.
What?
What is that?
Yeah.
God damn it.
21.
Is. Okay, you know that. Okay. This is gonna be a real deep cut.
Okay.
Okay, so you know that episode of Buffy where Jonathan casts the spell to make him like the most popular guy, and in return for that, he makes like the worst monster.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo, this lineup of news is like everything they do that makes them the most popular person, they have to do something else that makes them the worst monster. So like the fact that they're releasing a GameCube controller adapter, which is totally smart and really keyed into like the culture around their game. Also, you can use the 3DS, but you have to, for some reason, own another game to make it work. It's all weird bullshit. It's all ridiculous. It's all ridiculous.
Part of the reason why you need that 3DS cartridge.
Why?
Next point. Connecting to the 3DS, you can transfer your custom fighters from the 3DS to the Wii U. Everything's carried over, including equipment, Mii fighters, costumes, and hats.
That sounds like a good option, but it shouldn't be a requirement to play it with the 3DS.
That doesn't matter because you can't use them online anyway.
Too bad.
Too bad.
Too bad,
fuck
says
you,
Nintendo.
Nintendo says. Fuck you.
Tons of trophies.
Okay, next.
More than the 3DS version.
Next.
Final Smash trophies.
Next.
You earn the Final Smash trophies by surviving All-Star mode.
Okay.
Just so you
Thank you.
Trophy boxes.
Okay, what are trophy
They're
boxes?
display areas for your trophies
Oh my
Or
god.
by theme, like Pokemon, Wind Waker, Super
Please. Please.
Greatest Edition. That's probably been in a Super Smash Bros. Game. Photo Studio.
Yep, been in Melee.
You can arrange your.
This is Photoshop. We've reached out to our
Oh wait, no,
friends
you
from
couldn't
Adobe.
do trophies in Melee.
It's
I
fine.
don't
It's
think.
gonna be nowhere near as good as Photoshop. What are you
I
talking
know,
about?
I know.
You can arrange your trophies and take pictures of them.
You can't
No,
change
I
the
know.
trophy stances though.
Oh man.
It's just, you know, this game
It's
is
just-
so ridiculous.
Trophy Rush.
That was in 3DS.
Just like on the 3DS, but also 2-player compatible.
Okay.
Trophy Rush. Melt down your trophies into an ultra weapon.
That's a
to fight
dumb
your
mode.
friends.
A
That's
lot
a
of
real
this,
dumb mode, by the way.
a lot of this list seems like it's punishing people who decide to buy that fucking 3DS game.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, this also has that, but better.
Hey, does it have fucking Smash Run? Then I'm fine. Because I got the best mode that a Super Smash Bros. Game could come up with.
Alright, this part is probably the weirdest edition,
Okay.
and also the most Nintendo, believe it or not.
I'm excited / scared.
Bayonetta 2 playable character.
Masterpieces, that's what it's called. These are snippets from classic Nintendo games,
Right, I heard
including
about
Super
this.
Mario World, Pac-Man, Mario Kart,
To
Mega...
then Brawl.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No.
Okay.
You don't. This is. You go into Super Smash Brothers for Wii U, and
Yeah.
you can play like a level of real ass emulated Super Mario World.
Yes.
And
They-
then then they'll be like, hey, if you like this, buy it.
Yes. So they are time limited. If you want to play the entire game, it'll take you to the eShop to purchase it.
I see.
Next.
What the
Amiibo.
fuck? What is
Next.
that? Oh, God, this makes me so upset.
I don't want to talk about amiibos.
Well, I do. What the fuck is up with amiibos? What do they do?
These appear as figure players when synced to the game. You can feed them extra equipment, fight against them, team up, and have them fight each other to earn experience and level up. They'll
Okay.
bring you presents from their battles.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Okay.
So it's Nintendogs with the Nintendo characters.
And
And you
also
have to,
$12 a pop.
yeah.
Cool.
Internet connection.
Not good.
The Wii LAN adapter is compatible with the Wii U and recommended if you don't have a stable Wi-Fi
Oh,
connection.
thank God. Oh,
Next.
boy, I was really worried about that. Whew.
Automatic notifications. That's it.
That's all it says.
It's just these will show up on the main menu.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
Crisis averted, you guys.
The rest of these are really great.
We're making
Okay,
dreams
go ahead.
happen.
Friends and tags. With
Oh,
playing
please.
online in the with anyone mode, you can team up with someone on the couch next to you for online play.
Good.
Welcome to 2008.
Wait, so
Welcome to Halo 3.
What?
I never mind. Just keep going.
Okay, these next two are a doozy, so wake up. Tourneys. This feature's coming after launch. You'll be able to host your own tourneys.
Melee.
After
yeah, wasn't
launch?
that just in Melee?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, didn't they take that out of Brawl?
For whatever reason, yeah.
So that's tourneys, but
That's
what about
weird.
tournaments?
Yeah.
My friend and I were really stupid when we first got Melee because we would do 64-player tournaments, but just have 62 people be PCs,
Yeah.
and then we would be the only players. And it would just make no sense. Why would we do that?
Hi.
These are official 64-player tournaments that will be held. They're different from tourneys, apparently.
Okay. They're like tourneys, but different. How? Man.
Because we call them tournaments.
Notifications. Things will happen on the screen.
Okay, go ahead, Clint.
Pad. Can either display what's on the television or player data.
You know what I hope the last piece of news is? This one has Donkey Kong.
This
I don't think that you'll be disappointed.
Oh, good.
I like this one. This one's fun. Paint.
Is that it?
You can pause.
Everybody who buys Super Smash Brothers gets a free bucket of paint. Your color.
You can pause.
You got Link Green,
Hold on.
Mario Red.
You can use it. You can use it to dye your Wii U, which we don't really recommend. You could drink it and fucking end your miserable life.
You can pause, take a snapshot, and draw on it with the stylus.
Does that go away after you unpause?
In a post-launch update, you'll be able to share these with friends online.
Oh, I'm gonna do that. If I get a Wii U and that game, I will be doing that constantly. I will be sharing that with all my friends online.
Next.
Voice chat.
Okay, next.
You can use the gamepad microphone before your matches, but not during.
Wait, what?
So in match lobbies.
Yes.
So you have to get out all your racial epithets ahead of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, this
I fucked your mom. Okay, let's go.
this one's actually cool. I think this one's pretty cool. There's a stage builder. You can build.
Lincoln Brawl.
Fucking brawl.
You can build stages using the touchscreen. I didn't know that was in Brawl, but fuck off.
The touch screen is. This is in no means meant to be a personal attack on you, Clint. You shouldn't be saying fuck off. This is about Nintendo and their fucking stupid press release.
Yeah.
Draw with a stylus to create the basic map, add damage areas, and place items.
Well, I guess it's
Oh, please add more damage areas.
the touch screen stuff will probably make that a lot more palatable than it wasn't, but
Yeah.
I guess.
You can select which music you'd like for your creation.
Can you fucking post those to like a place and download them?
Surely.
Sure, if you have the necessary friend code.
Hey, hold on. There's that information here, okay?
Good.
You'll be able to share these with a post-launch update.
Next.
Sharing. Sometime after launch, that's the timeline, you will be able to share photos, replays, Mii Fighters, and stages online.
Thank God we know that Nintendo's launch window extends for like a year. So
It's very important stuff.
Modes.
What?
These are the different modes in the game.
Let's talk about modes for the first time in this fucking 50 bullet point list.
What are we at?
52 out of 55.
Thank God.
Oh, no. I wish this lasted forever, man.
I imagine that when Clint said modes, I imagined Reggie Fils-Aimé like pulling up a chair, turning it around, and sitting on it backwards.
Modes.
Modes.